This video gives you an overview of our project progression process for distributed generation connections in our SEPD license area. Once you have submitted your application for a distributed generation connection, we will undertake the design of your connection. During this process, we will establish whether your connection offer will include a dependency on a transmission assessment. This occurs when there is a constraint at the point our network intersects with the transmission system operator, TSO, National Grid ESO. Where this occurs, an application to the TSO is required in order to determine the impact of your connection. If your proposed connection has more than 1 MVA of export capacity, there may be a requirement for National Grid ESO to approve the project. Your project will either follow the Appendix G or the Statement of Works/Project Progression route. As part of the Appendix G process, we will submit your project details to National Grid ESO for approval. Appendix G submissions are completed by SEPD every few months. If there is enough headroom capacity at the grid supply point and no transmission works are required, National Grid ESO will approve the project and we will enter your details into Part 2 of the Appendix G document. If there is not enough headroom capacity available at the grid supply point and transmission works are required, your connection will be placed in either Part 3 or Part 4 of the Appendix G document. If there is not enough headroom capacity at the grid supply point, we will supply your project to National Grid ESO via a Statement of Works/Project Progression application. Your account manager will inform you of this requirement and associated costs. Once we receive your payment, we will submit the technical information to National Grid ESO, who will determine whether the application is competent. If competent, National Grid ESO refers the application to National Grid Transmission Operator, who will carry out their studies and provide their response within 3 months, following the competency date. Where works are required to facilitate your connection, we will review the technical requirements and, where necessary, issue a variation to your initial connection offer. The variation will detail a transmission access date, any identified technical requirements, such as intertrip or flexible connection, and include your security and liability statement. To progress, you must accept the variation within 30 working days. You may also need to provide security payments and accept liabilities against the works that your project has triggered on the transmission network. We will hold this payment once transmission approval has been received until the project is energised. For more information on security and liabilities, please contact your account manager to discuss further. If your project is connecting at a grid supply point, which is subject to the Southwest Active Network Management Scheme, SWANS or SWATs, the Appendix G submission will trigger liability for a securities payment. This should be paid by the customer to SEPD on behalf of National Grid ESO as soon as it is submitted. The value of this payment will be determined by National Grid ESO based on the location, capacity, and time to connect on your project. We will provide you with a statement of the payment required and the timescales for making that payment. Failure to make payment will result in the termination of the connection offer. To find out more about project progression, visit our website or speak to your account manager. Hopefully this short film has been helpful in giving you an overview of project progression. Should you need any further support, please contact us.